Hey everybody, it's BJW. I want to welcome you to another episode on the LatchCraft server. Oh, chicken's missing his head over there. Not sure why. As you may have seen on a couple of other videos lately, or via the Twitters and whatnot, unfortunately, LatchCraft is shutting down. It will be no more, and for lots of good reasons, and for sad reasons, and for a variety of reasons. So I thought what I would do is I would come on and I would do one last episode, mostly to thank everybody who's actually watched the videos. I really appreciate it. I've really enjoyed having some comments come back from people, and I've gotten a lot of good feedback on this server and the stuff we've been building on it. So, I'm sorry to everybody for that, but it's out of my control, unfortunately, and it is what it is. And I will say immediately that I do support Lofty in that decision. It makes total sense from where he's coming from, why he wants to close it down. So I support the dude, and I had a great time playing on this server. It's been a great place to play, some really neat people, and I've enjoyed every second of it. So I've got zero regrets for it. And so what I thought I would do is let's do a quick tour of a couple of interesting bases. And while we're doing that, we can talk a little bit about why I think it might be shutting down. Not why I think it might be shutting down, but why I understand it is. Oh yeah, look at this. I never had a chance to have an epitaph written. Ooh, do we have one over here? Ooh, let's see what this one says. Epitaphs by Lofty. Example of epitaphs. Tell my wife I said hello, the famous one of my favorite ones. Had half a heart, decided to end it. Merely said nothing, died a hero, and gravity was his only enemy. All excellent. I can't sign it, so let's put that back in there. Excellent examples, Lofty. I would have totally paid for it. Sign up for services. I'm going to do it right now. Oh. Huh. Let's do it. BJW. TNT. This is called foreshadowing. At my base. I don't know the coordinates. Don't know chords. Sorry. You'll see the tombstone. Alright, there you go, Lofty. Your first order. Done. I don't want to sign it. We'll put it back in here. Let's go get Lofty a diamond to pay for that. And so, yeah, I have been on a number of new servers, and only a handful that were actually YouTube focused that were really brand spanking new. And you know what? Screw it. I'm going to give him diamond blocks. There's always a process, excuse me, a process to getting a new server up and running with people. And because inevitably you've got, I'll put this right here, there you go, diamonds free trouble, let's put that in there as well. You've always got a number of new personalities. Diamond blocks for your troubles. There we go. Boom. And so it takes a lot of effort by people who start the server to really understand what people's personalities are like, or how to kind of get them to mesh together. And it's, I think it's an important part of starting a server to be able to do that and to think about how people are going to interact. And all credit to Lofty. I don't think he really thought about that, and for very good reasons. He said he started it because he just wanted to play with his friends, and so immediately off the bat, the first 5 people or so that were invited to play were just people he's played with and friends. And so why would there be a problem getting them to play together? And then they wanted to have more than just 5 people on there, and so they invited other people to, of course, submit applications. And we were lucky enough to be able to be picked, a few of us, and I'm still really happy about that. I really appreciate the fact that I got to do that. And then a couple of Lofty's friends decided to leave, and it kind of threw him for a little bit of a tailspin. He even said so in his video, and I can completely see why that would be difficult on him to have Drax and Anasia go. And no fault to them whatsoever. They were just busy. They overextended themselves, and believe me, I understand that. I think I overextended myself as well by doing this, but it was such a great opportunity that I couldn't really turn it down. It was just too much fun, and again, don't regret a thing. So here we are at Lofty, Fultron's base. Fultron's castle. And so what I had done, and what I'm really sad that we're not going to get to do, but I had challenged my friend Fultron here to a castle build-off, and so I gave him a bunch of supplies here to build with, and because I wanted him to build the other half of this castle, and he ran out of supplies, and so this was my little challenge here. I basically said I love the way this thing's going. I wanted to challenge him to a building competition, and the winner of the competition, through votes of people on the server, whatever that would be, would get diamond blocks or some OP gear from a skeleton or a zombie, and whoever won got to pick which one they wanted, and the loser had to go get it. And yeah, sorry, man. Sorry, Fultron. That was gonna be a blast. So I talked to Fultron a little bit about it, and I said, I was really looking forward to it. I've not had a chance to interact with him a whole lot, a little bit, and my hope is eventually one day I'll get to be on a server that he's also on again, and we could continue that challenge. I think that would be a tremendous amount of fun. So let's keep heading back over here. So yeah, again, when you start these new servers, getting people to mesh together is a challenge. Not a challenge, it's an opportunity, and it's something that you kind of have to be aware of when you start a new server, that it takes time. And with one of Lofty's stated goals when he did this, besides just having friends and a place to hang out, was that he didn't want people to, if this didn't work out, if we started this process and the server failed or it closed for whatever reason, he wanted people to have other series going on. So when he looked for people specifically that had other series that were engaging and had people already watching them, so that if LatchCraft didn't work out, they could go back to that, and he wouldn't feel bad about everyone putting all their eggs in one basket or something like that. And so as a result, B. Reese and Anasia and Fultron and Drax and Eno and I and Melly, we all have, and Pudsey, of course, we all have active series going on our channels. And the result is that it is, it stinks. We would love to be able to keep doing this. There's no doubt about it. But it's not the end of the world, because we have other series going on. So it's, and so that was one of the challenges too, is that when Drax and Anasia left, Lofty wanted to get some more people on, but they were so busy that it was hard getting people that could actually do it. And while I really respect Lofty's choice to pick people that were busy doing other things, the end result is that people were too busy to do things, I think that's where some of the challenges on the server ended up, is that I think some people wanted to be able to do more things together, and other people were just too busy, and it ended up creating, not hard feelings, I think, but certainly something they had to be aware of. Whoa. I'm gonna make it up. Come on. Oh, no. Oh. Ooh. So, yeah, it ended up creating some challenges that, were I think could easily have been worked out. I think once people kind of understood what everybody was doing, where they were coming from, it's just a process of getting to know one another. We could have spent time on TeamSpeak or Skype, getting to know one another and figuring out things that we could do together, and it would have worked just fine. But at the end of the day, this is Lofty's server, and he was to the point where I think, honestly, was just a little bit tired of Minecraft. And we all get that way. And just decided that it's time to close it down. So that's where we are. Oh. And, yeah. Can I make it? I'm going to be really surprised if I get up here without falling at least once. I'm going to try it. Can I get it? Okay, good. Oh, back up a little bit here. Sorry, I need to test this here. Holy cow, I can't believe I made that. Well, that's good, because I get to come here and see Lofty's base. And one of the things I was going to actually do up here for him, as I already talked to Lofty about doing this, was over here, I was going to build a huge slime block launcher. I didn't mean to actually tear that out, but sorry about that. I'm griefing Lofty's base. I'm knocking down his... Oh, Jesus. Creeper. I don't know that it really matters if I die, but... Oh! Lofty, I griefed your base. I'm sorry. But I was going to put a slime block launcher up in here that my goal was to try and shoot us way out here. I was going to have one shoot you off here and then build another one up in the sky that you could land on and shoot you again and maybe get you almost all the way back to spawn. But alas, that's not going to happen either. But this is Lofty's base. He built it out, he modeled it after a friend of his home growing up, so that was kind of cool. It was a great view up here. And you gotta admit, the entry is unique. That's one of the things I really like about Lofty, and I'll say this about some of the people who are on here as well. The dude just wears his heart on his sleeve, man, and he's The one thing I really like is that he tells you exactly what he's thinking. He doesn't pull any punches. He doesn't try to hide anything or anything like that. He just says this is the way it is, and you might not want to hear it, but that's okay. It's honest and it's great. So, yeah, thanks, man. Let's go down here. I have a feeling I'm gonna die. Let's jump in the water just in case. Whoa. Okay, I made it. All right. So yeah, that's it. Really, the end of it. I think it was just the server didn't have time for people to gel, and I think we could have, but hopefully we'll get a chance to play on another server at some point. Again, I really liked everybody that I played with on here, even in limited capacity, or some of the other people I've actually known through Twitter and other events and things like that. So it's it is what it is, and I think I am. Let's do this. Let's go free some villagers. I'm feeling bad. These villagers have been in a cage over here, giving me my iron. So I'm gonna let you guys go. Let's get you out of here. Come on out. Be free. Be free. Go back to your wife. Get your kids. You especially. Your wife is really nice, and your kids. 7 kids. Jim, go. I can't believe that we kept him here and he has so many children. If you guys don't get going, I'm gonna drop you out of there. You're just gonna fall. Go be free. Be free. Go. It's alright. Bye, Tom, Jim, Harry. Oh no, not you. Okay, there we go. Had to protect my villagers. Go, buddy. Go. Be free. Man, this iron farm. This is the first time I've built a double iron farm quite like that, and that thing has been really great. I'm gonna build that again another time. Oh yeah, maybe let's tear this out too. We'll do this as well. What the heck? I'll show you guys how this was built. I'm gonna do a tutorial on this at some point, but basically there's a couple of water dispensers down there that activate with one button, and it makes the cows jump, and then with them on iron bars, you can spam them and the little baby cows fall off down there, and then they come over into here, and then they go up this little shaft, up this water shaft, and then over. This is gonna take me forever to get out of here. So I'll tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go ahead and cut for a second, and we're gonna go up onto the base, and I've got one more thing. Uh-oh. Who's dying? That's too bad. That's okay. At least he died a free villager. I've got one more thing I want to do up at my base before we say goodbye. So I'll see you up there in just a second. Poor villagers. Alright, so here we are back at the base, and I thought I'd show you this real quick too. This is where I was going with this guy. It was going to be a big old castle. And yeah, you can see that so I got my 3x3 wide module here that I was working on. We'll step down here real quick. And it's got this kind of intricate detail right at the face of it, which I was really happy with the way it turned out. I may have spent a little bit more time in creative sorting that out a little bit, but that 3x3 whatever module was going to go all the way. You can see it going down there. A couple more. It was going to go around just underneath the iron farm here, back up the other side, and around it. I was getting started on my first tower. I was going to build a tower here, another one on the corner, and then some like little houses in between, and a big courtyard. And then over the top of the iron golem farm, I was going to do this big tree, kind of grove plaza over the top of that still left room for the light to get down to the villagers and the iron golems to come through. And then I was going to build a big statue around where the iron golems came down, so that they would drop through this statue of an iron golem or something. I didn't have an idea yet necessarily, down into the farm. And so I thought that was going to be pretty neat. I was going to try and incorporate it into my little castle here. And then eventually I was going to build a village kind of at the base of the castle, kind of down in there, that you could, with paths that kind of went up to spawn and whatnot. So yeah, I had a pretty grand vision for this one. It was going to be one of my bigger builds that I've done in quite a while, but alas, it is no more. So let's do one more thing here, and let's go ahead and, can I empty my inventory into one of these guys here? It doesn't really matter. I don't need any of this stuff anymore. Let's just get her done again, get her out. How about in this one? There we go. Get rid of the rest of it. Let's go ahead and keep. I really don't need that. Don't need that. Actually, let's keep these guys just in case. And then I need this stuff. I've been making TNT so that I could use it for my exploding arrows. And yeah, so this is the end of LatchCraft for me. This will be the last time, my last episode, last time I'll be on. It's closing down on Tuesday. And so I do want to say specifically to Lofty, thank you, man. I really appreciate it. I have enjoyed it. I was looking forward to many fun times with Fultron and Lofty and Drex and Anasia, and even though they're not on anymore, that's okay. B-Reese, Pudzy. I've had a chance to play with Pudzy a fair amount on other stuff, and so I know I will get to continue doing so. Same with Eno and with Melly. And I've already had conversations with Fultron and Lofty about maybe doing, you know, some other kind of collabby stuff. We seem to both, at least Lofty and I know Fultron's interested. I just don't know that he's gotten it set up yet or not. But we're looking forward to playing a little bit of Rocket League as well. That'll be, I think, my first sort of really thorough series that I've done outside of Minecraft. I did some City Skylines and some tutorials and things like that, and oops, all those things were super duper, and I really enjoyed it. But yeah, it didn't pan out into a full series. It doesn't mean I won't actually still, maybe. But the other thing I've got going on is that September 15th, Universe Sim, a game I backed on Kickstarter, is going to be released in their that's not pre-alpha, it's their full alpha build. And because I'm a backer, I'll get to actually play that game. Ooh, I need to get up here. I'll get to play that game before a lot of other people do, so I'm going to go ahead and do a series on that one for sure, because I've already done a little bit of work with them, kind of looking at it, and I have the pre-alpha that I've already taken some time looking at, and I think it's going to be a super game, and I'm looking forward to that. So that'll be one I do a little bit later. And of course, we still have the island that I am actively playing on, and we'll be playing more on, I think. I think that's probably where I'm going to put most of my energy over the next, certainly, maybe a couple of months. It is another great group of people, and I'm looking forward to playing a little bit more on there. I'm also going to start doing a little bit more Rain Cloud, I think, because, again, great people. Swago Faults, all the above. Let's go ahead and finish this guy up here. Let's see. I love TNT. I love TNT. Alright. Man, I still have a lot left in here. That's alright. I'm not going to be able to do much with it. Ugh. Come on. You gotta get up here again because I want to do something else here. I need these to drop, I think, so that should get these guys dropping. And really what I need... Ooh, that's probably not gonna do. I think I'll start right there. That should be pretty good. I think that'll work. Alright, well, I've always said that I wanted to go out with a bang, so that's what I'm going to do. This is going to be with a bang, and thank you all very much for watching. I really appreciate it. It's been a lot of fun. We'll see you guys another time. Thanks again. Thanks Lofty, Fultron, B-Reese, Pudzy, Eno, Melly, Drax, and Asia. Thank you all very much. We'll see you guys around. Bye-bye.